It was fine. It's definitely not the worst movie I've ever seen. It's definitely not the best movie I've ever seen. The more I think about it, the more mediocre it becomes in my head. So let me backtrack and give credit where credit is due. Spoiler warning off rip. Buddy is this horror movie. It just came out. It's a very VHS esque style mascot type of horror movie. And honestly, like, I'm a really huge fan of the cinematography, which sounds like such like a fucking cornball shit to say, but like I'm so for real. The entire like first part that takes place within this playground where again, spoiler alert, click off the video now if that's a problem. Um the kids are trapped in a playground. And they basically are a part of this TV show esque looking type of situation. Every time an episode ends, which happens because they sing their ending song, everything resets and then like a new day starts. That's how that goes. And the entire section that's like that, it's like a square. So like these parts of the screen are blacked out. It's all VHS. It's all very low quality. It's exactly like you're watching a kid's old TV show. And then when the kids eventually, so one of the kids, gets killed, the other kids start suspecting shit. So they end up escaping, and a couple other kids die. I'm saying it like it's no fucking big deal. But the point is, when they leave the playground and they get into the outside world, the screen, that stops. The VHS effect goes away. The screen widens to fit the entire movie theater screen, and then the quality is significantly better. That I thought was so fucking cool and so fucking fire. Another thing that was really amazing about the movie was the acting. These kids were fire ass actors. I was fully invested. There's a portion where we learn, the kids are being taken from the real world. Their parents like get their memory wiped from them and it's like they never existed. And one of the moms starts feeling like she remembers having a kid. That actress, phenomenal. And also like the script and the setup for that, because she picks up her son from school. And she's all like, "Oh, you got a goldfish? Don't you remember when you used to have a goldfish? Maybe it was a beta fish. What was its name?" And like the whole time, the son's like, "What are you talking about? Okay, was I like a baby?" And it feels very just like, a mom's trying to connect with her kid. He doesn't want shit to do with it. Bro's just on his phone. But then later, she's eventually taken to this land to play one of the adult characters. And there she sees her daughter and they reunite and remember each other. And it ended up being her fish. It felt very natural because you're not immediately thrown into it and you're not immediately supposed to take everything as, oh, she's remembering this kid she doesn't have. It just looks like she can't connect with her current kids. And then you start being like, oh, like, here are the other things she's realizing. Here are the other things it looks like something's wrong. So I thought that was super well done. Hated the husband, great acting, hated his ass. He didn't fucking believe shit and called her fucking crazy. So W acting, if a man, it doesn't take a lot for a man to piss me off, but great acting. So my main gripe, which really fucking tanked the movie score for me, and honestly, it probably would have been a 3 anyway, but I feel like it would have maybe ended up being a 4. It's that Grace becomes the new nurse of the place. Bars. She gets her memory wiped, and all the kids have already escaped, and she's just hanging out. And they lit Buddy, the orange mascot, on fire, so he's like half burned, half charred. So he goes to her, he's like, "Yo, what's up? These kids got taken by a monster. I got hurt." And he also kind of plants the seed. He's like, if they come back, don't believe anything that they say because the monsters put bad things in their head. And she's all like, "Oh, I'm so sorry, buddy." Like, talking like it's a fucking cartoon. And he's like, "Can you just hug me and tell me you love me?" Because that's the song that they have. I love you, you love me. Barney-esque. So she's like, of course. She goes to hug him. And she starts being like, "Oh, I love you, buddy." Like, la la la. And then bro, like, licks her face and then grabs her ass. And obviously she's like, "Oh, okay, back the fuck up." And he grabs an axe and some bandages and leaves. I thought we were past putting random sexual violence against women in horror movies for no fucking reason. There literally plays no part because the kids eventually, a song gets sung, the episode resets, so the kids get put back in the playground from where they had escaped. Nurse Grace doesn't act any fucking different. The girl, her name is Freddie. That's Nurse Grace's daughter. Freddie comes in because she had a little cut on her arm, And she's like, you know, I got hurt, blah blah blah. And Nurse Grace is all like, oh, did a monster hurt you? And Freddy's like, you know Buddy's a monster? And Nurse Grace is like, Buddy's a monster? You think Buddy's a monster? Oh, I'm sure there's nothing wrong. Like, her be nothing, it's not like that, like, clues Grace in to the fact that something is wrong with Buddy. She behaves pretty much completely the exact same after it happened. So why the fuck is it there? It really felt to me like some like sweaty little Discord mod was in the writing room and was like, you know what, make this extra funny? Let's have him grab her ass. That's how it felt. And honestly, like, there were moments that I knew it wanted to be humorous. The only time it got a chuckle out of me, and everybody else in the damn theater, mind you, was at the very end when Freddy kills Buddy, and Buddy's talking all this. He's like, you know, you've become so brave, just like the song we used to sing. And, like, bro's really, like, you know, hammering in the TV show thing, and then he dies, and he just goes, bitch, and falls over and dies. And so we're like, oh, that's funny as fuck, so we giggle. There were multiple other moments, but they weren't funny, and you could tell that they were trying to be. An example would be, so the kids escape, they go out into this desert-esque place, and they meet another grown-ass man who's been there since he's been a child, like he's an old man, and this doll, because the items are sentient too. Those two ran away and escaped and have been living in the desert. And then, like, they start making out, and the kids are, like, looking at each other all weird, and you know that they want you to laugh, but you're just like... And then also a lot of the humor from before that just hinders on them having kids pee and say bad words. I don't think that's like the funniest thing in the world. I think the whole like perverting children and like they learn bad words, they la 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 la, talking about things they shouldn't talk about, that is not funny to me. I didn't find it humorous. I wasn't giggling. I was kind of just like, this feels like weird as fuck to have here for some reason, but okay, whatever. And yeah, nobody else in the theater literally laughed until that last moment. So you could tell that there were moments where it was trying to be funny, but it was very like middle school humor. It's like, dude, imagine if like a 5-year-old said shit. Okay, big dog, like what? The kids were amazing actors. Everybody was really like an amazing actor. I love also like the idea of the world behind this. I love that people can now like speculate about what everything means because, you know, there's the other mascot. She gets fucking torn apart, but she knows that Buddy is dangerous. And I'm like, okay, who is she? Is she also like a person that was turned into this mascot? A cool concept. They should have let me in the writer's room and it would have been better. Just, it's unfortunately like the random, again, the humor, it's not humorous. And the random scene of violence against women, and I brought it up on TikTok and I was like, that was really needless. And someone was like, well, I think it's supposed to show how predatory that like directors are for kid shows to people. And I was like, he's already being predatory, and predatory isn't always like sexual. Grooming isn't always sexual. Like, he's already forcing these kids, killing these kids, talking about some, why are you cutting yourself? Why are you cutting yourself? As bro's stabbing the kid. Bro's like fucking murdering everybody, and very gruesomely. And, or even not even doing that, just rips their mouth off. There's a mailbox and bro just takes that shit like it's his and just rips his mouth off so he can't tell the kids he's seen him kill somebody. And again, the Grace doesn't act any different after getting sexually assaulted. She doesn't act any different. It's not like it like adds weight to her and makes her realize, you know what, I gotta help these kids. It literally does nothing. The next time we see her, it's as if nothing has happened. And the people that are like, well, the rest of it. If you watched Avengers Endgame and there was like a random scene of fucking Captain Marvel getting sexually assaulted for like a minute for no reason, and then nothing changed. It's literally just like a random scene dropped in there. The storyline doesn't change. Her acting doesn't change. Everything stays the same. You probably would tank your score for that movie. You probably would. there's a lot of people giving it 5 stars. I can't, in good conscience, give it a 5 stars when I gave like Obsession, Project Hail Mary. I'm looking at my letterbox. Silence of the Lambs, Wicked, Lord of the Rings, like those are 5 star movies. I can't put that in the same category as those movies. And then for like 4 star movies, I give 4 stars to Guardians of the Galaxy, Mean Girls, Up, Spider-Man Homecoming. I can't put Buddy in the same category as those. Eternity got a 3.5. French Dispatch got a 3.5. Mother, Saw, Home Alone 2 all have 3.5s for me. I can't put it amongst those. I can't. For this reason, it gets a 3 star, which that's not like a terrible rating. And again, it was really great. That one scene and the random like just unfunny humor regarding the kids, which is like it happens all at once. So it's not kind of like it's a bit of sprinkled humor here and there. It's kind of just like another massive scene that I feel like can just be cut. Other than if those weren't there, the movie would probably get like a 4 star from me. It was a really great concept. I wish it was handled by people who weren't once like edgy angsty teens, little middle school white boys. So yeah, that's my review on the movie. I know you guys were like fiending and like scratching at the neck for my review. So you're welcome and have a good day.